Tonight, from Nissan Stadium in Nashville.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 18 carries, 136 yards.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
The Titans at a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And connecting here with DJ Chark. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 25 yards that time. On play action, Fields. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Watson. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down and 4. Watson, and he's got it. Yeah, the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. On 2nd and goal. Watson under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Odafe Oweh showing off the pass rush skills.
So they were stopped trying to run the ball on 1st down. Now they take a sack on 2nd down. The offensive coordinator's got to find a way to flip the script on the defensive coordinator because right now the defense has the advantage.
Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Watson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Odafe Oweh able to record his 5th sack of the season. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. York able to send this one through. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a 2nd one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression, he just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll run it again with Henry. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Off play action, Fields. Past the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Henry running right. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier. Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Now it's Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Bullock's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Now Nick Chubb and the Browns get set for their next possession. And we check the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
Watson's throw taken in by Cooper here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. To throw is Watson, and the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Odafe Oweh able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. And it's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
From just shy of midfield, Fields. That one complete. He finds Sharp. He'll get it inside the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right.
And it's a Titans touchdown. Chase Claypool, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was finished off by the Chase Claypool touchdown catch. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Browns going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And how about that for just running out the clock? Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
A final shot before the break. Fields. Dancing to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So we have reached message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. The Browns offense getting set to go to work here to start the 3rd. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now Chubb running right. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 85 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From just shy of midfield, Watson. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 39. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
That one goes for 24 yards. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Watson. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
They'll run for it. Chubb, and he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. There wasn't even thought of a short field goal. There was no hesitation. They were going for it.
I think he was thinking ahead a couple plays ago, that if he got in this situation, they were definitely going for it. And you're right. It was a confident call and a decisive run to pick it up.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Giovanni Ricci, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. The extra point by York is up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 49 yards rushing for him now to this point. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper at least, a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield, guy who can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Henry. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Devon Hamilton with the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 29. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On third down, Henry. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. He'll buy some time right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. And the busy night for Henry continues. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. To throw is Fields. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Jamison Williams. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the fourth quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter-punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run it again with Chubb. There's the stiff arm. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 108 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
14 yards that time and a 1st down on the keeper. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To throw again on second down. Watson. Right back to Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people round the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now it's Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. High throw, but the catch is made. And he's going to pick up the Browns' 1st down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down. To the air yet again. Watson. That's caught. It's Demarcus Robinson. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
A give running right is Chubb. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Here's 2nd and 10. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. To throw, Watson. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. They do tack on the extra point as well. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Out come the Titans now. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And this is going to be a Titans 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. 101 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Fields. And that's going to be caught downfield by Chark. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Back to throw, Fields. That pass caught, it's Williams. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A really good pickup of 28 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. All eyes on Fields. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Here's Henry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So now Randy Bullock with an important field goal try here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Bullock's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
So now it's Watson and the Browns. Down 20-17, a little under 30 seconds remaining. Now they need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. Pass complete to Chubb. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Here's Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Titans, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again.